100% of those donations goes to research. Here's Caitlin
Clark will fire. You bet! From O'Hare! Is trying to redirect a pass. Clark. Oh my! From skip.
Because of her innovative point guard play and scoring achievements that set NCAA records, Caitlin Clark's basketball career has become an incredible story. She established long three-pointers and brilliant passing while being highly competitive, making her the most talked-about female basketball player in the sport today. Since the WNBA rookie transition, opinions on Clark have shifted. While most analysts think she will be the best rookie in WNBA history, they are still skeptical of her defensive skills and tenacity as a professional. Experts on the matter are still at odds with one another. Soon after you sign up for our updates, you will receive the analyst's assessment of Caitlin.
2024, the WNBA welcomed a revolutionary talent, a generational force poised to change the game. Even before stepping onto the court,
Caitlin Clark's offensive style of play during her final year at Iowa has come to define this generation of basketball. She led the nation in scoring with 31.6 points, 8.9 assists, and 7.4 rebounds per game, earning both the season's top scorer and assist leader awards, highlighting her ability to control multiple aspects of the game. Her remarkable shooting range, playmaking, and scoring ability have drawn comparisons to Steph Curry and other elite guards, as she forces defenders to stretch the floor well beyond the arc. Opposing teams often face difficult choices. Either extend their defense to contest her near-logo three-point attempts, leaving the paint exposed, or stay back and watch her drain deep shots with ease. Analysts believe Clark's transition to the WNBA will be smooth, given her capacity to create her own scoring opportunities. Unlike many of her collegiate peers, she functions as an independent offensive engine, able to pull up off the dribble, use screens to attack the basket, and execute step-back shots from distances most players avoid. With a quick release, the ability to shoot on the move, and the confidence to fire through tight defensive coverage, Clark's shooting is not limited by range. Her unique skill set makes her an almost impossible player to defend.
WNBA great George Gervin also stepped up to defend Caitlin Clark, and his words were just as impactful. Gervin didn't shy away from calling out the disrespect, making it clear that Caitlin's talent is something to be celebrated.
Even though she doesn't always receive the same level of praise for it, Caitlin Clark's playmaking ability is just as impressive as her scoring. She has a surgeon-like ability to read defensive structures and find cutters in half-court situations, often delivering precise no-look passes that create scoring opportunities others wouldn't see. Her exceptional court vision makes her a constant offensive threat. Her assists aren't just a result of having the ball in her hands. They come from her ability to manipulate defenses and deliver pinpoint passes at the perfect moment. She facilitates smooth transitions, setting up her teammates for easy baskets. Comments from respected voices like Barry have made a strong impact, offering valuable perspective to Clark's critics. His remarks should be taken seriously by anyone questioning her game. Clark tends to perform at her best under pressure, unlocking her full offensive arsenal when it matters most. Throughout her college career, she consistently battled through full-court presses, box N1 defenses, and double teams, yet still found ways to lead and dominate.
I'm gonna just keep it 100. We saw a white girl in Iowa do it to a bunch of black girls. Well, of course. That made it like, oh, that gave my respect.
When opponents tried to limit her shot opportunities, Caitlin Clark honed her finishing techniques and used her footwork to escape defenders who forced her to the left. Her growth came from constantly adapting her game to counter every defensive strategy thrown at her. She developed a wide range of scoring techniques and learned how to draw contact and finish through physical resistance. Her relentless drive and perseverance have convinced many that she's ready for the WNBA, proving she's earned the praise she's received. Her confidence and competitive spirit make her a likely immediate impact player at the professional level. More than just talent, Clark combines deep basketball knowledge with an assertive swagger that fuels her top performances. She claps back at opponents, leads her team vocally, and takes control in crucial moments, traits that separate great players from merely good ones. Clark's mindset shows she's not coming to blend in, she's coming to compete. Her unique style stretches the floor and elevates those around her, making her game about more than just stats and highlights. Her basketball IQ is already at a professional standard, and her elite passing and scoring abilities consistently shine in high-pressure moments. While some remain skeptical that Clark will soon surpass the league's top stars, most agree her potential is undeniable. One of the primary concerns is her defense. Despite breaking offensive records, her defensive performance hasn't reached the same level. However, supporters argue that her rapid growth trajectory suggests she'll improve quickly as a pro. At Iowa, Clark often played within a zone system that strategically masked her defensive limitations due to her high offensive workload. The system didn't demand the same man-to-man intensity that defines WNBA defense, requiring her to balance her energy and focus. Still, by the end of her final college season, it was clear a star had emerged. As Wheeler once put it, Clark is recognized from the logo. In today's video, we'll examine the data, break down her performances, and explore what might lie ahead in her second season. And the WNBA, Clark will face far more one-on-one defensive matchups, as zone defenses and help coverage aren't as prevalent. The question remains, can she effectively use screens and navigate complex pick-and-roll situations against elite defenders? Scouts have raised valid concerns about her ability to defend quicker, smaller guards. At Iowa, she often favored risky steals over fundamental positioning. Against aggressive or poorly calculated defenses, WNBA offensive players capitalize with complex plays that exploit mismatches. While Clark's defensive style occasionally led to highlight moments, it also left her vulnerable to speedy opponents driving past her or getting to the rim.
Petty, man. Hey, LeBron, you're 100% right on these girls hating on Caitlin Clark.
Another key factor in Caitlin Clark's transition to the WNBA is physicality, which stems from the league's more aggressive defensive style. To silence any remaining doubts about her long-term impact, and to prove that even legends recognize her talent, Clark will need to show she can play both ends of the floor at a high level for extended minutes. The physicality of the WNBA has taken many college stars by surprise, and Clark will need to rely on her instincts and versatile skill set to compensate for defensive gaps she was able to overcome in college. She'll also face contact from elite bigs, battle through screens, and work to avoid fouls, an adjustment that may take time. Even while taking on motion screening and point guard responsibilities, Clark plays with full offensive intensity. However, analysts have expressed concern about the physical demands placed on her. Throughout a long WNBA season, she'll be expected to score, distribute the ball, and defend at a high level, all without letting up. The league demands constant defensive effort, and Clark won't have the luxury of taking breaks on either end of the court. Despite this, many NBA players and analysts are amazed by her basketball intelligence and creativity. Her emergence has contributed to a surge in attention around the WNBA as her combination of skill and charisma continues to captivate audiences. Criticism of her defense doesn't negate her potential. Her basketball IQ and competitive nature suggest that with the right coaching and commitment, she will continue to grow. Many young players with early defensive concerns have eventually become strong defenders through experience and professional development. Still, to ascend to superstar status, Clark must prove she can defend against the world's top scorers, not just outscore them. Whether her defensive shortcomings will limit her impact remains to be seen. What's more, Michael Jordan has reportedly acknowledged her as a game changer, a powerful endorsement. But alongside that praise comes the reality of physical development. While Clark is solidly built at 6 feet 0 inches and 155 pounds, experts suggest she'll need to increase her endurance and strength to handle the rigors of a longer, more physical WNBA schedule. Opponents will challenge her physically, especially at the rim, testing her ability to hold up under pressure in ways she didn't face in college. The question becomes, does she have the mental toughness to handle the constant demands of professional play? Many believe she does. Her high-level intellect and fearless demeanor continue to impress both supporters and skeptics. Her fans point to her leadership, talent, and work ethic as reasons why she's poised to become a star right away. They argue that her elite offensive abilities will outweigh any early defensive struggles, and that teams can build strategies around her strengths while she grows in other areas. It's also important to remember that most collegiate stars need time to adjust to the professional pace and complexity of the WNBA. The competition is stiffer, and the game moves faster than at the college level. Whether Caitlin Clark dominates from day one or takes time to find her rhythm will depend on who you ask, but one thing is certain: when she steps onto that court, the world will be watching. The question remains: will she silence the skeptics and become the next great star of women's basketball, or will her journey to the top take time to unfold?